Hey there, everybody. What's going on? It's Chris Curtis and Keith Kearney. I want to welcome you to the LSN Internet Marketing Intensive Bootcamp. This is the 5th and final day, and today we're going to be talking about building a culture of success on your team, within your organization. Now, I'm going to assume that everybody watching this video, since you're on day 5, you're already at the pro level at least. Like I said, in order to take full advantage of LSN, you're definitely going to want to go to the entrepreneur level. But at the pro level, even, you're able to really use the power of leverage, really build a team, really build a culture of success within that team to make sure that that team continuously grows. So, Keith, when we're building a culture of success within our organization, LSN provides us the tools to do that. Not only do we have the tools to build our list, but we have the tools to communicate with our team. And how important is that as a person who has exponential experience in this industry?
Yeah, it's a must-have. You know, you need to be able to communicate with your team members. What we're doing right here, right now, using Google Hangout is integrated into the LSN tool suite. So you can start your own Google Hangout from the back office. I know a lot of people that use TeamViewer, they get on TeamViewer, they try to share their screen with their team members, and it's real tedious because it takes up a lot of time. But to be able to get 3 or 4 or 5 people on a Hangout with you so that you can share with your members how this works, guys, that's really building a culture of success. That's showing people, you know, what it takes to be successful in this industry. And the best part about it is we're showing people that we're using the LSN tools to create that culture. Okay, so many times you see in this industry people, they buy products, they get stocked up on their shelves, they don't use them. You know, something that's really incredible with LSN here, guys, is that we actually use the products to build this culture that you're talking about. So, Chris, I'm going to go ahead and hand it back to you.
Yeah, you know, exactly, Keith. And when you think about building a culture of success on your team, you've got to establish yourself as a leader first and foremost. You have to realize that you do have something to bring to the table. You do have something to offer, and that's what people are looking for. You know, typically when people get involved in internet marketing, in an opportunity or in a company like LSN, they join and then they end up all the way out here on this limb all by themselves. They don't know what to do next. They don't feel like they have any support. They don't feel like they have a culture of success that they're plugged into. If you can provide that for people, not only are people going to upgrade to that entrepreneur level, but they're going to stick to it because you have a plan. So the key is to develop a plan. You've got to come up with the plan. You come up with the strategy. You share that with your team and help your team become successful. Really quick, guys, I just want to recap with the screen share. I want to show you this one more time because I think it's so important. At the master distributor level, you're going to be able to earn $1,000 per sale. This is the ultimate goal. This is ultimately where you want to be. You want to be at the master distributor level because this is where you can earn big money right away. The entrepreneur level, this is the highest level of the LSN team bonus system. You're going to want to be plugged in at the entrepreneurial level because if you believe, like I do, that LSN is great value, that we do have tools that every marketer needs, that this is an opportunity that is the perfect funded proposal, you're going to want to be an entrepreneur. So at the entrepreneur level, you're able to earn over $200,000 a month. Now, we don't guarantee any income or anything like that, the income examples that are being given. But one thing that's true, guys, is that the numbers do not lie. If you fill level 9 up with 19,683 people, you're going to earn $177,000 on level 9. Now, is it easy to fill your level 9 up with 19,000 people? Probably not. But if you find the right people, if you find people who are like you are, who get excited about the opportunity, who want to help people succeed in their online business, this is going to be something that's going to benefit you, and it's going to be something that could actually be a possibility for you. We've seen it happen before, Keith. You and I have both built teams of thousands of people in this industry. It's definitely possible to do, and believe it or not, guys, it's not that hard to do when you have the right people in place. To give you an example, several years ago when I met Keith Kearney, he came into my downline several levels deep for me. Keith Kearney built a team of several thousand people underneath me, or at least over 1,000 people. I don't know exactly how many Keith had, but he had a lot of people underneath me. So just one person brought that many people into the business. So, you know, you might have to take a while to find a Keith Kearney, but Keith Kearneys and Chris Curtis's are out there, and we're looking for opportunities like LSN. Obviously, we're already here. We're telling you about it. So now's the time to take advantage of it. Keith, I'm going to pass it back to you.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. And part of that several thousand person team that I built was due because I found one person that was responsible for bringing in over 1,000 people with his team. So it just, that logic can just go the whole way right down the line. But what I want to do real quick is, Chris, you did a great job recapping why we need to get to the top level in LSN, not only to build this culture of success, but to define yourself as a leader. Because first and foremost, guys, people look at you and they look at you as the leader, okay? They look at you and they say, I'm going to follow what this person's doing because this person's successful. So if you're setting a good example and you're going out there and upgrading yourself to the top level in the company, other people are eventually going to follow you. Not everybody, but here's a mistake we see a lot of people do. They get themselves to the entrepreneur level and they try to get people below them to actually go to master distributor before they do. You never want to do that. You never want to ask people to do something that you haven't done as a leader. So it's really important that you do that. But great job, Chris, recapping why people need to, at the bare minimum, on day 5, to get yourself to the entrepreneur level. You should all be pro members at this point, okay? But if you're still sitting on the fence about that, you need to consider, or highly consider, moving into that entrepreneur matrix so you can really start earning that big money. And I'm going to go ahead and screen share real fast because I just want to recap the value. Chris, can you see my screen here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I just want to recap the value of these tools at the basic level. I mean, guys, this is so important, and you can really get behind something like LSN, which is why you can create that culture of positivity and success. And we're not going to cover each one here because we have individual training videos that show you how to use all of these tools. But guys, most importantly, and I told Clinton this when he started this company, I said, Clinton, even if you just had the Capture Page Wizard, which is right here, and the autoresponder, which is right here, this would be more than $30 a month value. Wouldn't you agree, Chris, just with the capture page and the autoresponder?
Oh, my Lord. Yeah, I mean, the ability to create unlimited capture pages, guys, and unlimited custom capture pages. You're not confined to a box here. This isn't like those capture page systems that you plug into and they give you a templatized capture pages and you have maybe 11 or 12 options to choose from, and each one of those options has their own individual page, but you can't really customize it, and if you can customize it, it's really cumbersome. But still, I've never ever seen anything where you can build unlimited capture pages and share all of those capture pages with your downline. And the follow-up, that in and of itself is, the autoresponder, Keith, as well as I do, Aweber, GetResponse, all the big autoresponder companies. If you have a list of over 5,000 people or build a list of over 5,000 people, you're going to be paying some big bucks, and I guarantee you it's going to be a lot more than $30 a month.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's people that spend $1,500 a month that I know in this industry today on Aweber, on GetResponse. It's just absolutely absurd. I mean, these companies must be making millions off of these people. But the truth is, guys, $30 a month, it really truly is a no-brainer. We showed you in day 1 how easy it was to go through and create a capture page. It really is. I mean, most people can do that in under 3 minutes, but you can also create a standalone sales page. You can create this as the back end to your funnel. You can do a number of different things with this sales page wizard, guys, but you're essentially starting from a blank white page, okay? So you can do anything that you could do with any basic sales page creator and then some, okay? So you get this light box capture page, which gives you the ability to have a pop-up show up on your page when people get to your page and they can fill out your form. If you've ever done that before, you see a lot of this technology now happening when people click on websites and all of a sudden something pops up and asks you to fill out a form for a free survey or to receive something of value, guys. Well, that's what the Lightbox capture page does for you. Of course, you can always locate all of your campaigns underneath here in the sales management tab. You can create an unlimited number of campaigns. Chris, you said that, but I mean, it's worth mentioning twice because, again, that's just tremendous value. Down here, not only can we build an autoresponder list, we didn't talk about it during the boot camp, but we do have training videos that show you how to use the voice autoresponder. You can build a text SMS broadcast list as well so that you can broadcast text messages. This is a really cool feature, guys. You can then have a pre-recorded message get sent out to people when they opt into your text message list. So I remember back in the day, right, we used to pick up the phone and call people, and people would opt into your list, and you'd pick up the phone. You didn't know if you were calling a real lead or who you were talking to, but now you can really use your time efficiently by using these tools because you can have it set up where a message goes out to the people encouraging them to call you. So now I no longer have to pick up the phone and weed through 500 people to find just 3 or 4 that are serious. I can just deal with the ones that are calling me because I know they're serious if they're calling me. The live chat feature, I spoke about that on day 1 as well. It just really gives you the ability to chat with people live on your page. So if you're running a big campaign, you know you're getting a lot of traffic, why not use it? Why not sit around the computer for the next 48 hours and answer questions for people so that they purchase your products? I mean, these are the tools that everybody needs and uses. And just like we are on a Hangout right now today, Chris and I, and we're sharing this with you, Google Hangout is built in right to this platform, so it's real easy. You just got to be logged into your Gmail account. Click on it, guys. It's going to automatically set you up. Have a webinar that holds up to 1,000 people. The postal broadcast, I mean, this stuff, guys, like I said, easily worth over $200, possibly even $300 or $400 a month or more. So what we really want you to do is get serious about your business, take the next step, make sure that you get yourself to the entrepreneur level, make sure that you give yourself at least 60 to 90 days of working hard at this, okay? Success doesn't happen overnight. It's going to happen quicker for some people. Some people may have it happen the first week. You know what? Some people are go-getters. Some people go out there. I have no idea how much time you're willing to invest into this thing. I don't know what your learning curve is right now, so it's going to differ. But I can tell you realistically, guys, if people take this training seriously, they follow our videos, they set up their first funnel, they start to get out there and really brand themselves as the leader, within 60 to 90 days, guys, I would be completely surprised if you weren't building a list of at least 1,000 people or more, or at least a couple of hundred at the very least if you're following with what we're teaching. So get yourself to the entrepreneur level, make sure that you lead by example and build this culture of success. And that's all I really have to add, Chris. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it back to you.
Yeah, guys, you know, at the entrepreneur level, you're looking at spending about $150 a month. Okay, so just go ahead and say, I'm spending $150 a month on my business. I'm committed to spending $150 a month on my business for the next year. Okay, if you were to start a conventional business, I don't have to tell you how much money you would have to spend, how much capital you would have, how much of an investment it would be for you. Okay, so $150 a month, when you look at the income potential of over $200,000 a month just in the entrepreneur pay plan alone, okay, it becomes very real to you at that point. That $150, that's not that much money to be spending each and every month. What we want you to do is we want you to determine that failure is not an option for you, which is why you need to commit to going entrepreneur and staying entrepreneur. You don't just go entrepreneur and say, I'm going to take a test drive for the next 30 or 60 days and see if I end up making my money back. What you want to do is you want to say, failure is not an option for me in this business. I am going to succeed. How many people is it going to take me to earn my $150 back? Well, in the Entrepreneur Team Bonus System, guys, you're earning $30 per person on level 1. There's 3 people right there, $90. Plus each one of those 3 people are paying you $30 for their basic tool suite, and you're making the additional money on the Team Bonus System in the Pro Matrix. So literally with 3 or 4 people, you're in profit here at LSN. That's what I definitely recommend you do. Commit to building this. Commit to making this a long-term vision, making this a long-term strategy that's really going to exponentially grow your income over the next several years. Guys, we want to thank you for joining us in the 5-day boot camp, and hope you got a tremendous amount of value out of it. But the value really is plugging into LSN, getting moved up to the entrepreneur level, becoming a master distributor, and let's take this thing to the stratosphere, guys. Keith, you got anything else to add?
Oh, great job, Chris. I just can't wait to see what you guys can do with these tools, and we'll see you all at the very top.
All right, guys. Have a great week. Thanks.